Hey guys, Nick here, Last Stop Reviews, doing a quick app review today for BuyMeAnIPhone.com because I was fortunate enough to be their guest reviewer for the month of June. And the app I'm going to be reviewing today is Hacker Evolution. It is 99 cents in the App Store, and it's a really great app, and I'm just going to kick it over to the close-up really fast just to let you guys see what this app has to offer. Hey guys, so as I was saying, this is Hacker Evolution. Now the reason I started out on the main screen is because Hacker Evolution kind of did a cool thing on how to get into the actual game. As you can see when it's loading up, it goes through just a little developer stuff. But the way to get in is a little fingerprint scanner, quote unquote. Now I know it's not a fingerprint scanner, but it's kind of cool little gimmick that they have there. Now here at the main menu, you can simply see it's just starting a new game, continuing the last game, which is an excellent feature. Too many times I've played games, I've been in an app doing something, and the phone goes off. And as many of you know, when the phone goes off, you get kicked out of your current app, and you're pretty much done. It doesn't, all the progress you had made doesn't continue over unless you can continue the previous game, which is an awesome feature, and I wish more apps had it. And last but not least, the how-to play. Now, this is a simple game, but reading the how-to is incredibly helpful. I tried playing it without reading this, and it was a little bit confusing at first, but once I read all these helpful hints, which is most of this screen, from about there down, it's all notes, as you can see. Now, the game itself, one of the things I'm kind of picky about this game, I'm going to pick on them for a little bit, is the starting setup is the same every single time, which I wish they would have just kind of developed that a little better, so it maybe just made it random. I don't know, but it just kind of kills it that it's the same values every time, it's the same starting every time. Now I realize that they have to make it so you can actually get into the game itself, but maybe just move locations around of where stuff is, make it more visually appealing. But what the goal is to get high points, basically. It's not to take over the world, it's not to do anything like that. If you actually take over all the servers, they all revert back to a neutral status, and you get to start from scratch. Now, down here you see the firewall. That is the bread and butter of this game. Every server station up here, as you can see, has a number, which is its firewall strength. To hack a firewall, you have to have equal or more firewall points. So as you can see, I have 2, so the 2's up here show up in white, signaling to me that I am able to take them over. And it's simple, you just click on them and hit the hack button, and the progress will start running. Now, the progress, as I showed you, you can't do anything during it, so I kind of wish they'd speed it up a little bit. Now, I do realize I need something in between for the hack time, just kind of a queue time where it's working and staying, quote unquote. But I just feel like it could be a little shorter, a little quicker, just to kind of keep the game rolling a little bit. Because I realize they don't want it to just be click, hack, done. Because then the game is just bam, 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 and you're done. So, but I still feel that that could have been sped up a little bit. But now as you can see, both these stations which I just hacked and just took over say B2 under them. What that means is I'm able to bounce my signal off of those stations to increase my firewall. Every station you bounce off of gives you an increased firewall power. So now I can take over the 4s. But whenever you bounce it off, for example, you will see that these are now down to B1, which means I can bounce it off one more time before they will go back to neutral status as such. So now these are reassigned numbers, and I have to take them over. Now it's random, guys. The numbers that are reassigned do change every time. And as you see, this one came back up with a V next to it. What that signifies is you will gain a virus. And what the virus is simply lets you take a station that you couldn't normally hack because you don't have enough firewall, and you can attack it with a virus, which automatically it just takes it over. It doesn't take any of your firewall, it doesn't take any of your bounces, and it puts it under your control. The reason this is extremely good is because there are times where the randomizer will have all these stations out here be 8s. So even maxed out, I can only get up to a 5. So because I do have viruses, I could take down one of those 8 stations. Now yes guys, I realize they're not 8s at the moment, but just for sake of reviewing it, that's what it is. Now, if you don't have viruses and you don't have enough firewall power, this is what's going to happen. First, you'll get a warning saying pretty much don't attack, you don't have enough power. But if you decide to press forward and go ahead and attack them, what's going to happen is it's going to result in taking it over, but you're going to lose a firewall point. So, to get your firewall point back, you actually have to have 50 consecutive successful hacks. Now, 50 seems like a lot, but once you get into the game, once you get rolling, they start falling really fast, so it's not a bad thing. Now, can you get additional points by hacking 50 anyways and go above 2 firewall? No, you cannot. The most you can have on your own is 2. The rest you have to build up by stacking and bouncing. So as you can see though now, I'm only at 5, I can't take anywhere, so you'd simply want to go ahead and use a virus. Now, precaution on virus is if you're attacking a station that will give you a virus with a virus, you will not obtain that virus. So for example, I have one left, I'm using it, I attacked a place with a virus and I did not gain it. But guys, this is just the ins and outs of the game really fast. I like it. It's only 99 cents, it's well worth the money. It's a great pickup app to just kill a few free minutes that you may have. And in my opinion, well worth the $1. I would buy this app in a heartbeat. But guys, seriously, if you're into a strategy game at all where it takes a little bit of thinking, a little bit of advanced kind of planning of your next moves, this is a great one, guys. I've really had fun reviewing it. I have fun playing it. I haven't really been able to put it down since I picked it up. So, sorry for that, guys. But guys, I'm going to cut this off right now. Go check it out in the App Store. It's a great program, application, and I think you guys really like it. This is Nick, Last Stop Reviews, doing a review for BuyMeAnIPhone.com as our guest reviewer for the month of June. Thanks, guys.